It's Wednesday, September 16th, and I hope you have your Tums or your Pepsid, because today's cherry bomb involves Oracle, which has a rank of 4 out of 4 for liquidity, an IV of in that questionable range of 32, an IV rank, I should say. And for me, it just has that feeling of kind of like a pharmaceutical company with everything that's going on with TikTok now, and whether it's going to be a trusted partner. It just seems a little bit questionable to go with an undefined risk position. So let's explore that position in today's Cherry Bomb and maybe some alternatives. Sound good? All right. Hi, everybody. My name is Neil, and you're seeing that crazy tunnel vision again, so let me get rid of that. This is option theory, and here we put our trading theories to the test in a simulated trading portfolio. So if you're new here, thanks so much for joining us. The best thing you can do is head down to the description and sign up for the Cherry Bomb email blast that comes from trade. Those emails do not come from me. All right, and if at the end you like what you see, I'd invite you to subscribe and ring that bell, but we'll talk about that later. For those of you that have been watching and subscribed, thanks so much for being here. I give you the thumbs up. All right, so let's get to business because we have plenty to do, shall we? All right, so in the Analyze tab here, clicking on Add Simulated Trade, we're going to be in the October monthlies again, and we're going to be, of course, looking at Oracle, which, as you may have heard if you're listening to the news about how, our commander-in-chief here threatened a ban on TikTok if they don't sell their US portion to an American company. So Microsoft was in the running, and then Oracle was in the running, and now Microsoft did not get the bid, was rejected. So here we are. Oracle is all over the place. Let's take a quick look at that, actually, right? Yeah. So we are up there about on that upper band. It could go higher if things go, good with this partnership, right? Or it could go lower. And if you ask me, that has that binary event kind of a thing, right? That I don't like going undefined risk on. But we're going to explore the cherry bomb trade as it is. So it is in the puts. We'd be short the 57.50 put just by clicking here. I dialed in a mid price on this one of 106. And this is a high probability trade, right? Let's take a look at that. Let's hit the risk profile here. Oh, by the way, one contract is all I would do on this one. Yours may be set to 10, but hey, this is simulated trading. So if you feel comfortable with this portfolio size, having that amount of risk, go for it. All right, with the risk profile, date set to expiration, I got my expected move covering most of my screen. I can see here with the price slice set to break even at expiration, we're looking at a 77, almost 78% probability of, we'll call it profit, right? And the P50 for this one, I believe, is like 92%. That means we have a 92% chance of taking about $53 off the table in the next 30 days. And that's pretty good, I guess. If you don't mind risking, what's our maximum loss on this one, right? It's going to be our break-even point here. So that's pretty close. We'll call it 5,640. We'll see. Let's right-click this trade down here. Choose confirm and send, and see that we're risking $5,644 to make $106. Now, that might seem crazy to some. We know the probability of losing all of that Oracle should go out of business because of this TikTok deal, maybe going, sideways, right? Is very, very unlikely. So that's okay. I would say this is a great one of those times to test out your theories by saying, let's put the naked trade in our margin account, and then let's put an alternative, we'll cover a couple, right, in the IRA account. So let's do that. Let's head on and we'll send this one. So it's in our working orders. And someone asked me yesterday, Frank asked if I would be able to cover how to make a trade a good till canceled trade, right? So let's take a look at an alternative, and we'll put that in the IRA account, which we're doing all right over here. Our USO is looking pretty good. Our DocuSign, which is interesting, is a loser, while the naked trade is a winner. So There you go. We'll see what happens there. So we're up $264 in our IRA account, and we're doing pretty good in our margin as well. All right, so anyway, let's head on over and add a simulated trade. We're still in Oracle. So one thing to consider that I would think I would strongly consider is, once again, selling this 5750 put, but just making it a vertical, right? And then you buy this 55. But you have to do that right. So left click on the bid for the 5750, and then left click with holding the control key down on the ask. And you'll notice what a difference in the bid ask spread on the 55 put on that one. So probably a lot more volume and open interest in this one. So there we are. We're looking at, and I bet we could penny this up, a little bit to 55 and say, all right, let's go 54. All right, so we could get 54 cents of credit, or $54 on this one. What are our probabilities with this? Go ahead and set the slices to break even. All right, so we're looking at a slightly smaller probability of profit, probably a lower P50, but not by much, right? But in this case, here we can make $54, but we're only risking 196, right? And that's not too bad. But of course, we would probably be managing this at $27, right? So we're not looking at big bucks on this trade. We weren't looking at big bucks on the naked trade either. But in this case, you risk $2 to make 50 cents, right? Put $2 down on the table so that someday in the next 30 days you can come back and pick $2.50 off the table and walk away with a high probability chance of doing that. Okay, all right. Even higher to get $2.25. All right, so let's cancel this trade here. Let's take a look at another alternative I think worth consideration. Because their IV rank is 32, I think it was, another one to consider is just doing a bull call spread, right? A long call vertical in this case. So let's hit the buy for the 60. And then hold the control key down, and we're going to sell the 62.50. Get that right? Yes, that's right. Okay, cool. Now, we'd be buying this one. So looking at this risk profile here, we are, of course, bullish. And we'd be setting the break even here on this one. We're looking at a 54% probability of profit on this one. So much lower probability of profit on this one, but we'd be risking $114. We could make $136, and we probably have a 60-ish% probability of, or P50 is my guess, of getting somewhere in this 50% range, or somewhere. P50 should be in the 60s, right? So that's a relatively attractive trade, and to be honest, as I called out Mike yesterday as being my good till cancel guy, which I'll cover that on this one, right? Is I know he likes these trades. So we're going to give this one a try as well. So the time and force, that's what we're looking for on this one. So let's figure that guy out. So we could right click this trade. No, where is it? Hang on, I'll find it. Oop, got it. So you probably can't easily do it here in this one. If we right click, let's choose confirm and send. And then you would think it would be somewhere in here. I'm not seeing it on this one. I did my good till canceled order yesterday on a stretch break, and I should mention that in my Amazon trade yesterday, the good till canceled trick worked just fine. Why am I having such difficulty right now finding this? Let's go ahead and close this one, or here, no. All right, close this out. Instead of doing it in the analyze section, I'm going to go ahead and do it over here in the trade section. It's still simulated, so no worries. And then buy this one, that, and I'm going to sell that one. There that is. Change, debit. Want to change the order type, thank you very much. It is time and force is right here. So this is the best place to do this one. If you're going to do a good till canceled one, is to come to the trade tab in this case. Once you're here, you can mouse over the trade. On the right hand side, you're going to see a gear. You change the time and force to good till canceled. That's how you're going to do that one. I'm not going to do this one because this isn't a good till canceled kind of an event. I'm going to hit save, right? And there is that trade. I know I want to confirm and send that one. It's for my IRA. We're looking good. Taking a look at our max profit, max loss. Always know those going in. Hitting send. And now we got a 2 for Wednesday sort of an event. All right. I hope you had a good time testing these things out. If you've made it this far, high five to you, thumbs up. If you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up if you like this video, that'd be great. And if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing and ringing that bell so you can get on these trades. The timing is just right. I appreciate your views and any comments or questions that you have. I always love reading them and trying to respond to all of them. All right, everyone. So if you've made it this far, we're going to wish you a happy trading. I'll see you in tomorrow's